That was the price tag. For each home in Enfield, it was to get to this number would have meant like approximately $25 a month in their tax bill.
From each person?
So that's what? 2 people at McDonald's once a month. This happened last night. What town council decided was they weren't going to come anywhere near that number. And they gave us that number. So $1,500,000. That's $5 million off. So $5 million worth of services, programs, and teachers and staff and administrators and behavior techs and paras. They don't have the money for it because they made a choice. They thought that people in Israel couldn't do $25 a month, and they wanted a 0% tax increase. That's what they were shooting for. That's what they campaigned on. You're going to get it, but you're going to receive less than you should. So at Enfield High, when you pick your classes, remember that book that you had?
Yeah.
Right? Not forensics, history, all this really good stuff.
Yeah. Half of it.
A lot of that's going to be gone and not available because they won't have the teachers to teach it. And that stuff costs money. Sports. They're not going to have sports and cut school. Nor should they. I'm a sports guy. School.
Wait, they're not going to have sports?
I don't know. Maybe not.
All right, then I'm moving.
So, I'm telling you, I think this could have been done differently. I think that parents are into their own lives. Some of your parents know about what's going on. Some of them don't. I don't think. This is a crisis. Right there. That's a crisis. Yeah.
Doesn't Enfield, if you move schools, right? Does Enfield still have to pay your tuition to move, like, if you move schools?
Part of the problem is that, yes, if you're in Enfield and you want to go to a CREC school, which is a magnet school, and they're all over the place, Enfield has to pay the tuition. Now, get this. If you go there, and this happens all the time, if you go there and you say, 3 months into it, I don't like it. Enfield has to pay the full year still. To the CREC school. Crazy. Now, would I blame anybody for going to a CREC school next year? Probably the only year that I would. I don't think. I won't say. Yes.
How long has this problem been last for?
Do you want to know the answer that I told the news?
Yeah.
I think it's a long-term problem. Here's why. So there's an election not this November, but next November, where these people on the town council will have to run again. And this gets into political parties, so I have to be very careful. But let's say that one party loses, the party that has the majority and voted on this, loses. and the other party wins, which might happen. Once people find out what the school, like, people have no idea of what's gonna happen. Like, it's, so let's say it shifts, and the other political party takes over.
Which is most likely to happen, right?
Which is most likely, I think, to happen.
Because no one's gonna vote.
Chances are high. Although, when you run on zero tax increase, and a lot of the people, a sliver of people, this is part of the problem, a sliver of people vote in local elections. 17% of eligible voters voted in last November's election. So let's say, and it was pretty close, so let's say 9 to 8. 9% of the population of Enfield voted for these 7 people to make that decision last night. So let's say the other party takes over, not this November, next November. What are they going to increase taxes 20%? No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't fix this kind of a problem with this huge tax increase. Because you want to know what? It's Enfield, one. There are people of moderate means in Enfield that you have to watch out for. So you have to do stuff incrementally. And 2, raise taxes. That's never popular. So they'll get voted out next. And then it'll go back. So this is, I think, a long-term issue. I think the decision they made last night is really consequential and negative. I don't want to bum you guys out, but you guys should know. You guys can handle it. This is real world. Last year was like 77.5. No, sorry. It was 75. Or 75.
Well, I might be going. Oh,
So what happened to all that?
Cam, that's where I'm going.
All of this stuff that Enfield Public School does, that's what it costs.
Probably not.
It costs a lot of money. So,
Where's the
so the increase, this isn't the exact right number, but we had to like add 6.5 million to 75 million to get 80, what we wanted, what the school board wanted was 80 million. And what it's getting is 76, so add that plus that, and that's what they're getting for next year.
What's the difference?
The school board is getting 75 million?
Meaning the Enfield Public Schools.
But you also
But that's like all the
We
schools.
needed 82 to have what we have now, and we're getting 77.
So we're,
That's where the 5 million.
Why don't we upgrade everything in the school? I mean, obviously we know this would happen.
Why did we upgrade everything in this school?
because there was girls.
So this was already paid for. This is something different. This was already in the works years and years ago. And
Just like they're fixing them all.
remember when,
Actually,
you may not remember, but there was, and when you have to spend something, the amount of money you have to spend on a project like this, it has to go to referendum, which is people have to actually answer a question whether you, on a ballot, whether you support the JFK project or not. And it's yes or no. And it gives the details, like it's gonna cut. The state reimbursed us, Enfield, like 70% of the whole cost of doing this school. Enfield was reimbursed. So Enfield paid for 30% of this project, about.
So I have a question. Like, So if we're like, they're asking for these tax dollars and everything, why were they discussing like the Abbey Road sidewalks? Like, why would they take them out and then put them back in? Like, isn't that just a waste of tax dollars if they're already there?
100%.
So,
Wait, what?
So they're just stupid.
You have to watch this.
they're
You
redoing
have
the
to kind of
sidewalks.
watch
It's a big
government in action.
What was the question?
So last night, they got the number, right? They got the number that they're gonna be allowed to budget for, which is $77 million. So instead of the 82.
How are they
So
going?
again, they have to cut the 5 million. So now they have the number, now they have to determine what gets cut and what doesn't get cut. So there are teachers in this building that are absolutely not gonna have a job next year.
How is only,
Like a bunch.
how
Are
is
you?
5 million?
No,
How
he's
is
taking
only 5 million difference?
But I
in that
can't-
much?
Although I'm good, I'm able to,
You're able to take someone's spot, right?
no, I'm able to empathize with people that aren't good. That are going to, you gotta kind of put yourself in their shoes. And, I feel it for them. I've been there, I've been a young teacher, not knowing whether, low on the seniority list and not knowing whether you're gonna have a job the next year. It's not a good feeling. And this is the worst it's ever been.
It's not the first time it's happened, though, right?
Never first time it's happened. This is the worst. So,
But is that all they can do is cut teachers to lower the cost?
they can cut teachers and they can cut programs.
Yeah, they could cut like whole classes, right?
Yeah.
Programs?